Yo, what's up, St. Louis? Real quick, I want to first and foremost thank you guys for all the love that you have shown to the St. Louis Hustle Insider podcast. We are on episode 5 now, and you guys have been phenomenal showing your support for all of our guests. You've been liking, you've been sharing, you've been subscribing. But what we come to realize is that while the podcast airs once a week, there's way too much good happening in and around the St. Louis area for us to only show up one time per week. So what we've decided to do, and thanks to our sponsor, St. Louis Virtual Resource Center, bring you STL Hustle Spotlights. That's where we'll give you 5 to 7 minutes of some dope individuals doing dope things in and around St. Louis. And we have our very first STL Hustle Spotlight today, and I want to share that with you. But first, if you don't know me, I'm Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur and AI systems integrator. And I want to tell you a little bit about the STL Virtual Resource Center, our sponsor for these spotlights, because there's so many dope St. Louis entrepreneurs in this area, and everybody is scrambling to find the right resources to help their business go to the next level. Well, St. Louis is, after all, one of the best places to be as an entrepreneur, voted in the top 10 a couple years in a row, but all of the resources are scattered. So what the STL VRC has decided to do is aggregate all of the resources from all of the different places and put them in one central location. So you can go to ihustlemg.com/VRC or check the link in the show notes and get access to their free 101 resources every St. Louis area entrepreneur needs to take their business to the next level. Everything from funding sources to co-working spaces, events, other dope entrepreneurs doing amazing things, networking opportunities. Like, if it has the ability to move a business forward, then chances are we have that resource for you in the STL VRC. So make sure y'all check that out. Now, let's get to our very first STL Hustle Insider, featuring a couple dope brothers doing some amazing things for Black men in the St. Louis area. Let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever STL Hustle Spotlight, where I get an opportunity to introduce you to real movers and shakers in the St. Louis metro area doing big things for the culture, for the city. And this one right here, I am honored to talk to these gentlemen about the event that they are putting on, the organization that they represent. But I'm going to let them tell you who they are. So we're going to start to my immediate right. Tell them who you are and a little bit about why you got involved with this organization and this event.
Okay. Good evening. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Marius Palmer. I'm with the African American Male Wellness Agency. I got involved with this event, you guys, because I felt like it was something real that was going on. I'm a 49-year-old Black male residing in the area of St. Louis, Missouri, in the city, born and raised, and I suffer from diabetes and high blood pressure. So I figured when I went to this event last year and was able to attend it and saw halfway through on the way back from the event, I had a scare.
Mm-hmm.
I had a diabetes scare. Didn't even know I had diabetes. Walking around doing everyday life like everybody else, just like, hey, I'm all right. And I'm like, wait a minute. I go to the hospital. I ended up being in the hospital another 6 days.
Wow.
My A1C level was like 13.5. My blood pressure was my blood count or sugar count, as you guys know that.
Right.
But we'll get into that later. But my sugar count was almost 600-700, which is high, which is almost stroke level for a Black man.
Wow.
By me not going to the beat, and I'm a person that went to the doctor. So I hadn't been to the doctor in probably 4 months. They told me I was pre-diabetic. I'm like, wow. So and you telling me in 4 months from not going to the doctor, and not getting myself and not watching what I'm eating, I became a full-blown diabetic that fast?
Wow.
Yes, it happens just that fast from not getting myself checked out.
Yeah.
The slogan of this event right here, y'all, is getting checked out so you don't have to get checked in. And we're going to say this throughout the course of today and keep on. This is not just a walk run. This is a movement. A movement for St. Louis, for our Black men to get themselves healthy so they don't get checked in. So please check with me so you can get checked out and not checked in.
I love it. You want to introduce your friend?
I will introduce him. This is Kevin Spraggins sitting next to me, and I'll let him go ahead and introduce himself because this is the one and only Kevin Spraggins. If you know,
all right,
he's somebody to know.
I don't know about all that, but yeah. So yeah, again, Kevin Spraggins. consider myself a community influencer, connector, things that some people just can't get inside certain rooms.
Okay.
I have been blessed to be able to work for different corporations, develop some networking atmospheres that allows the corporate dollars to be matched with the community.
Gotcha. Okay.
How I got involved with this is Marius and I, we've been friends for quite some time.
Okay.
I actually met Marius years ago through his dad.
Oh, okay.
His dad and I were part of the 100 Black Men.
Okay.
We called him the Godfather.
Gotcha.
He was my guy. Then years later, we bumped into each other again through a mutual friend. And we've been rocking ever since. And then when Marius got exposed to this movement that they've been doing over the country, they wanted to bring it here to St. Louis. He was on fire about it.
Okay.
And of course, I'm hesitant. I'm like, I'm real careful on what I attach my name to.
Gotcha.
As everyone should be.
Yep.
And did some research. And one of the videos that I watched that was attached to it, the young man said, most men know more about their cars than they do their body.
Wow.
And when he said that, it just clicked for me.
Okay.
I said, okay. And then we went back and forth on, how we're going to structure and everything. I said, man, whatever it is, as long as the movement is moving.
Gotcha.
So that's why I'm involved in the nutshell.
Okay. I love it. Dr. Palmer, tell us a little bit more about the organization itself. Sounds like you attended one of their events in another city, and I know they do these all over the place, but this organization itself, what was your first introduction, and tell us a little bit more about the overall organization that you are now representing this region with.
My first introduction to the organization was being introduced to the president of the organization, Mr. Gregory, by way of giving him an honorary doctorate through our university.
Okay.
Once I attended the event as one of the VIPs last year.
Gotcha.
And when I got to the event, we talked, and about 2 months later, the event is in August. So by the time September or October came, they gave me a call. Said, would you be interested in being a liaison for St. Louis? I'm like, nah. My first intent, just like him, was, no, I'm not. Got enough on my plate.
Right.
So I did my little research on this organization. Has been involved with different things for the last 25 years.
Okay.
So this is not a new organization. It's new to our area, but they have been around, and I didn't see anything but great things when I researched this organization. They have more. It's more to it than the real men, real talk. And the walk. They do a lot of things in their community and outside of their community, for providing jobs and different types of programming, which we get into. That's why I'm telling you guys, it's not just a wellness movement for our men or health and mental health. This is a real movement for our men to get them healthy. And healthy through your mental, through your pockets, all of that.
Yeah. So physically, financially, spiritually, emotionally, socially,
all
of the whole man wellness. And I think that's what drew me to the organization when I was invited to one of the committee meetings. First thing I did was, like you guys, hey, what is this organization about? We're all busy. And I went to see that it was focused on the brothers. Like, there's a lot of stuff out here for the sisters and everybody else. But sometimes as a Black man, you could feel invisible. And when I saw this, I'm like, okay, this is our moment. So Kevin, I want to ask you real quick. You have been influential and helping to organize one of those events for our sisters, the Sister Strut. And I remember being on my job, and a lot of the women at the job would recruit teams to go walk, and I participated a couple times. Can you speak to the impact that an event like this has on the entire community? Because sometimes we look at impact as only how much money it brings or raises for a cause, but it goes far beyond that when you talk about the totality of the impact of an event like this. Can you speak to that, how Sister Strut impacted St. Louis in a positive way?
Yeah, so the best way to visually,
Mm-hmm.
as far as impacts or something like this, you're looking at a lake and you throw a pebble in that lake
Mm-hmm.
and it creates a ripple.
Right.
That ripple effects, those ripple effects have ripple effects.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just that
Right.
one impact. So when something like this, that means this has no any type of discrimination on it of a color,
Mm-hmm.
of a gender or anything like that. We speak about in particular when you spoke earlier about man feeling invisible,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to speak biblically,
Mm-hmm.
right? Our role,
Yeah.
is to be the head
That's
of,
right.
of the house.
That's right.
Of course, we follow the Lord first, but then the head of the house.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to be there.
That's
right.
We have to be present in order
Mm-hmm.
for that to happen. So you speak about the effect and all that. Like with Sister Strut, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Woman, she is a pillar. So we got to make sure they're healthy.
That's right. That's right.
So this particular event, talk about the total man.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 13:22 speaks about a great man leaves an inheritance for his children's children.
That's right.
So those types of things should be the loudest things in the room
Mm-hmm.
versus, what we see the narrative that the general social media is putting out there.
Yeah.
So I would love to see this being the loudest thing in the room, of us being a whole healthy on a whole level.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha. So Dr. Marius, with this event, I know there's two major components. The first coming up relatively quickly is the Real Men, Real Talk. That hit near and dear to me because I literally lost my mind in the late 99s, early 2000s, right? Spent weeks in what used to be MPC, Metropolitan Psychiatric Center. And remember what that road to recovery was like. And I know the impact of untreated, undiagnosed trauma in the lives of young Black men in particular, but young people all over. So this Real Talk, Real Men, I believe you got a chance to experience one of them in the other cities as well. So what is the goal for St. Louis's first Real Talk, Real Men?
So it's Real Men, Real Talk. And I just wanted to tell you guys, we've all had experience. The goal this time is to get anywhere from 40 to about 80 men in the room and let them really open up to the things that they are not allowed to open up to, because we are told to be the strongest. We never can show our weakness, but men, and it's not a weakness. Let me not use that word weakness, but we're never taught to just open up and let the things out. So we hold the things in as being the head of the house, and we carry all the burdens.
Yep.
So Thomas, this is a room and a movement to get you to release that. You get in this room and you'll get around some strong men that can help you to release that. I'm a man. I've went through so many extensive things. I lost a child by the hands of gun violence, by the hands of another child.
Wow.
I had to live with that. Me and my wife struggle with that every day. So I went through a extension of a period of alcoholism. I checked myself into a facility 6 years ago, walked out of that facility and never touched a drink since.
Wow.
So it's and I don't go to no AA meetings or nothing like that. I was strong enough. My support system around me, the men that poured into me was like, hey, man, you got this. This is not who you are.
Yeah.
And they poured into me, and I'm trying to be that brother to some other brothers. Not just one brother, but as many brothers that need me, I'm extending my hand. That's why the Real Men, Real Talk is just as important to me as the Wellness Day and the 5K walk. The Real Men, Real Talk is really important, because if we don't have our mental right, y'all, we can't get our health right.
Yeah.
And this is where we get lost in the sauce, because people think, oh, well, you can dress yourself up as much as you can and put your Versace Hachi on, but if your mind ain't right, it just ain't right.
Yeah.
So we want to uncover these things, as you will see in the Real Men, Real Talk. We call it unmasking situation. It's taking the mask off, and being able to open up. And you guys will see. I hope you guys will see this. You come out, and I hope this thing is big where we have to split the room up that day. I mean, this is me. I talk big, y'all. So if you're watching this, just know, if you know Dr. P, you know how this go. But the Real Men, Real Talk is real. It's real, fellas. And in other cities, and as it goes on, you guys will see we'll bring in some celebrities for you guys to talk to and different things like that. But right now, it's going to be us from this town working this thing out and pulling together to save our city. The date for the Real Men Talk, I'm sorry, it's August the 13th at 6 o'clock p.m. at Harris State College, located on Laclede Avenue. 3026 Laclede Avenue is the address, I think.
I love it. What there couldn't be a better place to have or host it, right? As we know the history of Harris Stowe, but even beyond Harris Stowe, the whole Mill Creek Valley history of that whole area, and the ability for us to leverage sow a new seed in that ground of rebuilding, and man, I can't wait for that particular event, but also the actual 5K walk run. I participated in some of those as well. So let's talk more about that, and what do you feel that you guys need more of at this very moment? We're recording this mid-July, and I know we've got a handful of days before we'll be in. So announce the date of the actual run walk, and what kind of day, or what should people look forward to experiencing on that day?
Well, I'm going to start just like this, y'all. We call it the funnest day you'll have at a doctor's appointment. The funnest day you'll have at a doctor's appointment. I'll repeat that one more time. The funnest day you have at a doctor's appointment. The date is September 19th, 2026 at Harris Store. It starts at 7 a.m. So I know some of us can't get up on Saturdays at that early, but 7 a.m., 7 to noon. So you got about 5 hours of power there to come on in, get checked out, do a walk run. This is a family event that day. So you can bring your mother, your grandmother, your kids with you. We'll have something for everyone to do at this event. But men, I need you to come out so you can get checked out and not checked in. That's September 19th at 7 a.m. at Harris Store, located 3026 Laclede Avenue.
I love it. When we look at that event, you're talking vendors, you're talking things for kids, you're talking entertainment, you said 5 hours of power. Talk to them about some of the powerful things that they can experience. I know the screenings for the men is kind of the foundation, but sometimes you gotta have a little sugar to go with that medicine.
Okay. We'll have different juice vendors there. We'll have some exercise groups there that'll be doing a little bit of showing you how to exercise properly, how to keep, because fitness is everything with your health. And a lot of us don't know that you have to walk a little bit. You can't just eat and sit down on the couch, y'all. You got to get up and walk. You got to move that food around a little bit to keep your blood flow circulating. So we'll have people doing that. We'll have some demonstrations. We'll have I think it's called a hip hop yoga in the middle of that. We'll have a few entertainers involved. We'll have a live DJ going on. We'll have a couple of big sponsors will be speaking. We have big bouncy houses for the kids, a senior center where we'll be doing chair yoga with the seniors and different things like that, teaching them how to keep moving as well. Even though you get old, you're still never too old to move around. As long as you're breathing, you can move.
That's right.
All right. So that's that, and we had a walk. Of course, I'll be bouncing around like a chicken that day. And you guys, some of you will meet me, some of you won't. But if you don't meet me that day, just get involved with the movement, and I'm sure you'll meet me.
Gotcha. I love it. So we're going to wrap this thing up. Kevin, I'm going to come to you for last words, and then we'll give Dr. Marius the final say on this. But if you had to speak to those with deep pockets, those with big influence to make this day successful, what would you say to those folks?
Yeah, so I was to speak with those who have the access to the funds for this particular event. I would say, if you really want to see your money at work, if you really want to see your money invest in the community, this will be that.
Yeah.
Right? I love it. Because we're speaking about health, and without people, you don't have employees.
That's right. That's right.
Without people, you don't have the growth of the community. And without people, you don't have the future.
That's right. That's
right. So if you want to see your dollars at work, this is one of the community events that you want to be attached to.
I love it. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
Real simple. You can reach me through my email, and it's Kevin Spraggins at yahoo.com. It's KevinSpraggins at yahoo.com.
All right, you heard it here from the man. If you want to see your dollars at work in this community, because sometimes we'll give money all over the world, but in this community, this is one of the events that you can tap into.
One thing, Tez, I'm gonna say this, and my mindset is we can plan all day long, right? But when it's time for action, call me.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Ready to take action. Dr. P, you talked about the mental health piece. You talked about the helping this being a movement eventually to heal the whole man, the walk. What do you see for this as the movement starts to take shape? This is your opportunity to help people get a little glimpse of the bigger vision with this thing, because I don't want this to gloss over people that this is a 5K run, walk, and then after September they don't think about it no more. Give people a little bit of a glimpse of the bigger vision and what Dr. P sees for this region, the men being rebuilt and restored to their proper place in this region. What does that look like for you?
Okay, so this is how this looks, you guys. Just like I said, it's not a movement. This is the first event, the Real Men Real Talk. I'll be doing 6 to 8 of those a year. So that means probably 2 a quarter we'll be doing. So we'll be meeting regularly. And once we get together, those men, those groups, if we need more, we will do more. So this is not just I'm gonna do this, come in and do this one time a year event. We're focusing on the event again. This is a movement for us. So if we get guys in there, we'll have real people there to help you. So this won't be just, went there and they talked to me for one day. No, this is to change your life.
Yeah.
Just like my life has been changed with this, Kevin's life has been changed. Cortez's life is now changing. We're all working together to bring something to our community that sometimes people don't do. So I'm standing behind what I said. I've come from the community. I come from downtown St. Louis City, and I'm willing to work throughout this from St. Louis City to the break of Kansas City and whatever I need to do. And that's how this movement is for me. East St. Louis as well. You're all invited. Chicago, come on down. Yeah. This region, if you're in this region, come see Dr. P.
I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's Kevin Spraggins. This is Dr. Marius Palmer. I'm Cortez Hustle. You are checking out STL Hustle Insider Spotlight Edition, where we bring you the people who are really making moves in the city for the culture. Until next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.